It's more interpretive, it's very individual, and it can actually be very relaxing and confidence boosting for the individual who is having their palm read. If you're comfortable, I'd like to begin now. Now, catastrophe.